Anderson Nar of Winchester in black, wrestling at the Lowell Holiday Tournament, the round of 64. His opponent is in red.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to CamWrestling.net or WHS.com and click on our live results, you get to the Cam Wrestling website. You can download a new app, brand new this year.
That's the end of the first period. Nar gave up a takedown, so he's down 2-0 as we enter the second period. He's wrestling Steve Giampapa of Burlington.
If you go to the App Store on your iPhone, it is under Turning Alert. Turning Alert on the App Store.
Henderson's almost got a takedown. No, he's not getting it. Still 3-0 in favor of Steve Giampapa. This is the kid Nick wrestled last year. He took first in the state, and Nick took third. Yeah. Steve Giampapa is last year's Division II champion at 113. He's wrestling 126 against Anderson Nar today. Tough draw for Anderson in the first round. Okay, Steve Giampapa scores a pin over Anderson Nar of Winchester with 18 seconds left in the second period. Next up is Kevin McGee of Winchester in the black versus Anthony Bello of Everett in red. This is the round of 64 at the Lowell Holiday Tournament. Kevin McGee is wrestling 138
On
today.
deck wrestlers, get in the end zones, please. On deck wrestlers, get in the end zones. On deck wrestlers, get in the end zones.
Hey, got two for the takedown. Trying to cradle him. So in the championship rounds, the time is 1 minute for the first period and 2 minutes for the second and third periods. In the consolation rounds, it's going to be 2 minutes for the first period and then 1 minute for each of the second and third periods. Kevin has a 2-0 lead after the first period. Hey, Dan. Under that Comcast sign.
If you would look at your alerts before
Bye. Hasn't gone yet. Bye, I guess. It looks like he's going to pin him. Got him wrapped up. 1:26 to go. In the second period. The score is 4 for Kevin McGee of Winchester, and he pins him with 57 seconds left in the second period. Next up on the farthest away mat is Drew Piespanen of Winchester, wrestling 145 against Jason Gleason of Pelham, New Hampshire. This is the round of 64 at Lowell Holiday. Drew's got Jason in trouble real early in the match.
Let's go, Dad! He doesn't need to
They haven't updated the score yet, but it must be 5-0. That's the end of the first period. Strange to have a 1-minute first period in the championship rounds. Look, the board stopped working. The board stopped working. I think Drew just pinned his opponent in the second period, so Drew's on to the round of 32. At 160 pounds, it's Doug McDonald of Winchester in the black with the red stripe versus Alex Thompson of Westford. This is the Lowell Holiday Tournament, first round, the round of 64. No points yet. as long as that bottom guy has his leg. There's 2 points for Doug. And just in time, because that's the end of the first period. They're doing 1 minute first periods. It's 2-0 in favor of Winchester's Doug McDonald. Doug gets a 2-point reverse, 4-0. There's about a minute left in the second period. And he gets a pin with 45 seconds left in the second period. At 182 pounds, Joe Fallon of Winchester against Mike Ethier of Newton North. This is the round of 64, the first round at Lowell Holiday Tournament. Yeah, right there in the black. Joe scores a 2-point takedown.
Once again,
about 30 seconds left in the first period. The board just crashed again.
Two coaches in the corner, all wrestlers in the end zone. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think that your computer's not working right, it's all network related. I don't know whether that's to do with the storm or what, but there is network problems. So if it goes down, it does come back up, but it's a network related outside of the building.
Second period, Joe Fallon has a 2-0 lead over his Newton North competitor. So it's not the computers that are crashing; it's the internet itself. Yeah. Got him in a cradle, but can he hold it? Joe gets 2 more points, near fall, 4-0 with a minute left in the second period. said there was a potentially dangerous hold. The shoulder was getting injured, so he stopped it and started over. He's not putting his hand on his belly button, and he just lost a point for it. He got cautioned twice, and then the third time a point. Joe.
To the end zone.
I don't know if you could hear Larry was saying, "The belly, son, the belly." Joe just lost a point by not putting his hand to the right point starting. It has to be on the belly. You can't wrap it around or put it on the hip. So it's 4-1 as we near the end of the second period. And Cole King is wrestling a couple mats down. There are 8 mats going today at Sangas Arena. We'll cut to Cole's match when this one ends. Seconds left in the match. It's still 4-1. Joe Fallon has the lead for Winchester. 2 more points makes it 6-1 for Joe. They called Joe for stalling, gave him a warning. Was he pinned?
Yeah, he got pinned.
And Joe wins this match 6-1. At 120 pounds, Nick Stern for Winchester in black against Derek Haas in green for Canton. This is the round of 32 at the Lowell Holiday Tournament. Stern has a 2-zip lead. First round is only 1 minute. much time, Michael? Hey, we got a pin in the first period. Quinn Gregory wrestling in the round of 32 at Lowell Holiday. Quinn's going 132. His opponent is Brendan Ford. Forget what school Brendan's from. Maybe Melrose. Let me check. No, it's going on. Brendan Ford of Reading.
Is that one over?
Quinn's wrestling on mat 6 now. He just got 2 points. Quinn chooses neutral for the second period. It's 2-0. Quinn gets another 2-point takedown. It's 4-0. Winchester over Reading. This kid down here in green is a kid Nick lost to last year in the quarterfinals.
Who won that one over there? Nick Faces.
Who won it?
One guy.
In the white jersey, the white singlet.
Well, he's one that. He was okay, guys.
They're both good. No. That's the end of the second period. Quinn Gregory still holds a 4-0 lead. Brendan Ford of Reading on top. 2 minutes to go. Looks like Winchester's on mat 7 too. Well, but it says no, but it looks like him. Oh, he's on his back. Kevin McGee. He's losing 8-1. About a minute left in the match. It's still 4-0 in favor of Quinn Gregory over Brendan Ford. Quinn moves on to the round of 16. At 145 pounds, Drew Peaspinen of Winchester versus Eric Rodriguez in the black. Peaspinen is in black and red. This is the round of 32 at Lowell Holiday Tournament. Drew scores first, gets 2 points. The first period is 1 minute today in the championship round.
I am not sitting on the freaking floor. You don't know. I've got this Lewis comfy. Last time I slept in the hotel. Since when does floor have the word comfortable? I didn't know. No, I'm not know it. I'm sleeping with Chris.
So we start the second period in neutral position. Drew Peaspinen has a 2-0 lead. 2 more points, that makes it 4-0 for Winchester. That's it. A little less than a minute left in the second period. Drew scores a fall. Next match.
Both in black and red.
Yeah, 152 pounds at Lowell Holiday Tournament, round of 32. Anthony Fraumeni of Winchester versus Anthony Carter of Woburn. Both in black and red. Anthony Fraumeni has the wide red stripes on the side. And he gets a pin with 26 seconds left to go in the match. I mean, in the first period.
Wow. You did the pinning already?
Yeah. 160 pounds at Lowell Holiday. It's Doug McDonald for Winchester in the black and red against Gene Gideon of Malden. Gene Gideon of Malden in blue. This is the round of 32, second round of the tournament. Oh, he gave Malden the points and now he takes them away. Says no control. So still 0-0 in the first period. Short time left. First period ends 0-0. Again, these are 1 minute periods, 1-2-2 in the championship round. One point escape for Jean Gideon.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the 160s are now on the board with a 170-pound championship mat on mat 8. So we are beginning the 170-pound weight class.
2-point takedown for Gideon. Doug McDonald's down 3-0 in the second period. Doug gets an escape. It's 3-1. They went out of bounds before he could get control, so the score is still 3-1. About 20 seconds left in the second period. So we start the third period, 2 minutes to go. Doug McDonald is on the low side of a 3-1 score. Caution green, that's Malden. Started early before the whistle. escape as they go out of bounds. It's 3-2 with Doug McDonald needs the takedown to get on top here. A little over a minute left in the match. For Winchester. Spin around, Doug, spin around. Oh, out of bounds. Has to start again with about 50 seconds left, a little less than 50 seconds left in the match. Suck it in, Doug. Gideon is being very conservative, doesn't want to give up any points. He has no real reason to wrestle, try for a takedown, so he's just defending everything. It's still 3-2. Doug needs a point. Short time. Gideon got one warning for stalling, but no points, and it ends 3 for Gideon, 2 for McDonald. Joe Fallon wrestling 182 for Winchester. This is the second round, the round of 32 at Lowell Holiday Tournament. He's wrestling against Austin Price of Mount Anthony. So 1 minute first period, and there's about times over in the first period. Starting the second period, 0-0. Mount Anthony was last year's champion, probably the best team in New England. So the score is 1-0 for Mount Anthony. A minute 12 left in the second period. One of the captains also. He's a junior, yeah. His older brother wrestled with Michael. Joe Fallon, yeah. His older brother is Dan Fallon. Still 1-0 at the end of the second period.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Just to let you know, coming up will be a full round of consolations on all 8 mats. Immediately following that will be a round of championship and consolation. Championship bouts will be on mats 1 through 4. Consolation bouts will be on 5 through 8. Wrestlers are also reminded that weigh-ins are tomorrow at 7:30 sharp. Weigh-ins tomorrow at 7:30 sharp. Again, a full round of consolations on all 8 mats. At the end of this round, immediately followed by a round of championship and consolations. Championship bouts on 1 through 4. Consolations on 5 through 8.
Joe's got about 1:20 to get some points here. Still 1-0 in
Some
favor
of
of
you
Mount
may have just shown up.
Anthony.
If you want to look at that full bout board on your Windows device or Wi-Fi device, go to capwrestling.net. Take you 2 minutes to register, and you can get that right in your own seat. You can also download, if you have an iPhone, you can have the Cap Wrestling app, which gives you status alerts of all the wrestlers you want to know. Pick your whole team, do whatever you want. Also on the net, thelowellholidays.com. All kinds of information. Past champions, 3-time, 4-time, 2-time, and by each year. In a couple of minutes, I'll ask you who you think the top 5 teams were in 2010.
About 30 seconds left in the match, still 1-0. Joe Fallon down to Mount Anthony. Get out of there, Joe. And the match ends 1-0. TJ Boudreau wrestling at 220 for Winchester. His opponent, can't make out the name, Golizadeh. This is the round of 32 at Lowell Holiday Tournament. We've just reached the end of the first period. The score is 0-0. Golizadeh of Woburn. It looks like TJ's got him under control now. TJ Boudreau is up 2-0, scoring some back points here in the second period. him with 1:20 left in the second period. Next up, Dan McGurl of Winchester at 285 against Jimmy King of Reading. This is the second round of the Lowell Holiday Tournament, round of 32. Actually, it's the first round for the heavies, though. They only had 32 wrestlers. Dan faced Jimmy King in the dual meet against Reading and pinned him. Looks like Jimmy King has a cut on his forehead they're taking care of. Coach Larry Tremblay and assistant coach Eric Johnson. The action's back on in center stage here. That's the end of the first period, 0-0. About a minute left in the second period, no score yet.
As you can see with the little guys getting on the mat, 106 pounders, we're into the first round of consolations.
There we go, he's
Second
turned him
round,
over, no points.
We will be doing full consolations on all 8 mats now. Then
Dan
immediately
gives up
going
an
into the
escape.
next
He's
round
down
of
1-0.
Again, championship bouts on 1 through 4. Consolations on 5 through 8.
Excuse me, the score is 2-1. Dan McGurl has the lead as we go into the third period.
Wrestlers and parents are reminded that the emotion, excitement, and drama of high school athletics are captured in tournaments sponsored by the MIAA. Competition in 32 different sports occurs throughout the high school year, giving you a variety of opportunities to support young athletes in their quest for educational excellence. Please continue to support of your young people throughout the year.
Dan gets a penalty point. I think it was illegal hold. Anyhow, it's 3-1 now. Dan McGurl over Jimmy King. A minute 10 left in the match. About 20 seconds left in the match. Dan McGurl has a 3-1 lead over Jimmy
Once
King
again,
of
2 coaches in
Reading.
the corner. Wrestlers and coaches on deck, please stay in the end zone.
On to the round of 16. Henderson Narr of Winchester wrestling 126 at the Lowell Holiday Tournament. This is the second consolation round. He's wrestling Austin Jones. Austin Jones of Durfee High School. Henderson is in the top position right now and has a 4-0 lead at the end of the first period. In the consolation rounds, they wrestle 2-1-1. First period is 2 minutes, and the second and third period 1 minute each.
Wrestlers and coaches, please stay out of the middle. Don't cut through.
If you give me a slap tap, I give you foot and
4-2. Excuse me, 4-1. Anderson gets the takedown. That gives him a 6-1 lead over his Durfee opponent, Austin Jones. Anderson's called for an illegal hold.
Again, tournament t-shirts on sale.
The score is 6-2.
Mr. Weezer, maybe going around selling
6-4.
Not sure when they're going to pull it, but maybe 50-50 tickets and support Lowell High. Marisol, I got a problem.
I'm not sure what happened there. The referee was off talking to the coach from Durfee. Looked like Durfee might have gotten an escape. I bet they're going to take it away. Wasn't even, maybe the match had already stopped. I don't know.
The Rick and King could do 5 to 10 for wearing a Lowell sweatshirt.
6-2 still. No reversal. That's the end of the second period. Anderson's on the bottom, has a 6-2 lead. Six to 3 with 30 seconds left in the match. I don't know why he stopped wrestling there. He gave Anderson 1 point, I guess, and then called stalling on him. Short time. It's 7-2. Anderson wins. Yeah.